In my hand, I am holding 3 pieces of metal that have survived some of the bloodiest years in human history. These aren't just coins, they're artifacts of propaganda, economy, and war. Today, we're deep diving into the history of Nazi Germany's coins, the 1, 5, and 10 Reichspfennig, what they meant, why they mattered, and the hidden stories they still tell. I have a couple of these coins, but today I'll be showing these off anytime I show them, for they're in better condition. After the devastation of World War I, Germany was broken. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 forced Germany to accept full blame for the war, disarmed almost completely, and pay enormous reparations, equivalent to hundreds of billions of dollars today. Economically, Germany collapsed. By the early 1920s, hyperinflation was so out of control that workers demanded to be paid twice a day just to keep up with skyrocketing prices. Imagine paying millions of marks for a loaf of bread. That was daily life. By 1933, in this climate of despair, Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party seized power, promising order, prosperity, and revenge. Their vision wasn't just political or military. It extended down to the smallest details, even the money in your pocket. By 1936, the Nazis were fully in control. The 1, 5, and 10 Reichspfennig coins, like the ones I'm showing you, became common during this era. One important thing to notice right away, these coins are made of base metals, not silver, not gold, not even copper after a point. As Hitler ramped up the German war machine, valuable metals were hoarded for weapons, tanks, and planes. Early Nazi coins used a little bit of copper and nickel, but by the outbreak of World War II in 1939, those were replaced by cheaper materials like zinc and aluminum. So let's break down the design piece by piece. First, the Reichsadler, I hope I'm saying that right, the Imperial Eagle. It wasn't a new symbol, it dated back centuries in Germany, but the Nazis modified it. They perched an eagle atop a swastika. The swastika itself, originally an ancient symbol from India symbolizing good luck, was twisted into the most infamous symbol of hate and death the world has ever known. The combination sent a message: strength, purity, domination, all according to the Nazi ideology. Surrounding the coin's edge, you'll see an oak wreath, oak trees symbolizing strength and endurance in German culture, a callback to a mythical, idealized, pure German past. Even the fonts were deliberately heavy and sharp, evoking a sense of power and cold authority. These weren't just coins, they were propaganda tools, designed so that every transaction, every hand-to-hand exchange reinforced the new world order Hitler envisioned. For the average German citizen, these coins were a daily necessity. Buying bread, a tram ticket, postage, small acts of normal life carried out under an increasingly abnormal regime. But even as people lived their lives, Nazi control seeped deeper into the fabric of society. Rationing began. Goods grew scarce. Inflation returned, quietly at first. As the war dragged on and Germany lost access to foreign countries and resources, even minting coins became a challenge. Later coins, especially from 1943 to 1945, like the ones I have a few of, were made of low-grade zinc. They corroded easily, a fitting metaphor for a crumbling regime. The images that you see on your screen now are of a 1943 Nazi coin, most likely made with low-grade zinc due to rationing. That is why it is heavily corroded. In May 1945, after 6 long years of war and over 70 million deaths worldwide, the Third Reich collapsed. Nazi coins were suddenly worthless. In Allied-occupied zones, new currencies were printed almost immediately. In some areas, American occupation marks circulated. Nazi imagery was banned. Many people hid or destroyed anything that could tie them to the regime, including their money. But some coins survived, passed quietly from generation to generation, tucked away in drawers or buried in fields. Today, they are artifacts, stark, uncomfortable reminders of what happened when hatred is allowed to rule. Holding these coins today is like touching history directly. They are small, almost insignificant pieces of metal, but in their time, they were everyday witnesses to extraordinary evil. They remind us that the face of tyranny isn't always obvious. It can seem normal. It can even fit in the palm of your hand. It's a powerful reminder. History isn't just written in grand speeches or bloody battles. Sometimes it's minted quietly and carried in your pocket and in the pockets of millions.